Hi, world. Welcome to Navigating the Now with Kir Noel. Um, just a time in our history where many things are popping up every single day. Behind me are the warm lighting effects of a TikTok purchase, so I'm very grateful for anything that makes me feel lighter and more at ease. And to my right is a picture of my great grandmother. Um, Her name was McCallum, Alice Shippey McCallum, who lived on the plains and had five children by natural childbirth. Yikes. So I would like to today bring us to the conscious awareness of how to be in balance in the current times we're living in. That's the point of my show, Navigating the Now. You can also go to my website and join me, heal.site, SITE, and take my online monthly delivered, beautifully written and delivered. I may say so, it's quite extraordinary. Online intuitive awakening program that I've been privileged to receive from my teacher over almost 40 years ago. And it's available at 25 US dollars per month. If anyone wants to get that, please contact me on that website. And if it's unaffordable, I will work with you to make sure you can get it. Okay, that's heal.site. So back to today's Navigating the Now. I've been listening to, again, very uplifting, very conscious people who are sharing ways to take care of ourselves and find medium balance, that balance that's really about maintaining awareness about what's going on in the world around us, and mostly paying attention to how do I be with anything and how much can I be with and be okay. And be okay doesn't mean you're not upset or you're not concerned. I think it keeps us from falling off the cliff into terrified. So I'm trying to stay with you in this presence of this channel in let's not bring terror to anything. So I recently rediscovered these horribly racist um, shows from, I guess it's from the late 80s, called How, or was it earlier? All in the Family with Carol O'Connor and Gene Stapleton, and of course, the now deceased other member. It just, horribly, horrible thing that just happened. And, Rob Reiner. And it's, so it's just a place where I go because it sort of reflects back to an era in my culture and in my country when we were very aware of how effed up we are. So this channel has no political ideology that I'm going to share. I believe in peace. There it is, my political ideology. So I'm not expected to be invited to anybody's table politically. So I'm just, although to all of us, I hope, hopefully we are inviting each other. So when I watched that show, I remember growing up in Queens, New York, which was my original landing place, born in Missouri, adopted and brought to Queens, New York. Anybody identify? And the land of homogenization, the land of variety of cultures. It was an amazing place to grow up because I knew people from all over the world. And lucky for me, my parents didn't teach me to be hateful. They brought zero hate to my brain. I'm amazed because they're both Midwestern white people, but they were unusual in that they adopted three children from three different families. So I got to give them a huge, clap, applause, amazing. My mom, Maxine, and my dad, Larry, a couple of white kids who grew up in the Midwest, and they did something quite extraordinary. So they brought this zero hate environment. Which is amazing in that time. And then we're talking the 60s and 70s, raising three small children. And so I haven't held this idea in my soul. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've been around it my whole adult life. I've seen white woman, a privilege of receiving that cultural ridiculousness. I've had the privilege, I've had those opportunities because I'm white, and yet, and so here we are. So I watched this show because I it's so in your face about what's going on in the world. and how long it's been here. And now I've been also watching something I want to share with you on Netflix, if anyone has Netflix, called Victoria, and it's about Queen Victoria, who lived in the late 18th century, no, the late, yeah, 19th century, and she had 9 children, and she's called the grandmother of England because she had so many heirs. And the culture in that time and the idea of what a king or queen can do, and the power they have, and sort of, well, here we are, it's still here. It's still here, and this somewhat novel idea of equality that was originally proposed but has never manifested in any country in its fullness. So thank you for Victoria, who kind of resembles a conscious version of my worldview right now politically. So how am I navigating the now? Navigating the now for me now is remembering I can't control things, remembering I'm very powerless. Very powerless. I like that idea of it being quantified by very or not so badly powerless. I'm always powerless over anything outside myself. But what I do hold on to and learn to actively use is the power I have. So today I'm going to enjoy with you a blissful moment of the power we have. So let's all, take a moment and if you wish, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Again, inhale and fully exhale. And now imagine yourself surrounded by a light. Whatever color comes to you is the color you need to remember it as. And it expands, and that light connects you to every other light. And every living being on this planet has that light. And understand this force inside of you is given to you. You don't have to go and find it. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to make money and have it that way. You don't have to control it. It's always given. So let's try to remember today that there's something, energy in us, whatever you call it, flow, connection, that we all share and have together. So I'm going to open our eyes and say that that's this power that really, that's a power that I don't control, that I completely depend on, and that I don't think any other elements can control, in truth. That's it. So that's navigating the now. So let's get to our segment called Intuitive or Not. This makes no sense. We can pick among many ideas that have floated in the last week or two since we did this episode, since I came on to do the show. I took a break for the holidays. So, intuitive or not, is there an armada of ships with captains circumnavigating the Magellan Straits and about to land in India and Pakistan and Greece and Turkey and Egypt to take it all, plant a flag? And I have no idea. I have no clue. I think that it's possible. So that's just nuts. Um, so we just don't know what's next. I hope it's about that energetic flow in us sort of becoming this huge, powerful calming force to release that electrical disturbance that's going on around us in other people's minds. Imagine everything, intuitive or not, everything that's happening around us is the result of someone's thinking. So is it possible they can think differently? That is that a possibility, guys? Can you guys sit back and go, "Oh, I'm going to change the channel on the way I'm thinking because I don't want to go down in history as someone who just destroys and scares people." So, I'm going to say that makes no sense. Yes, intuitive or not, that makes no sense. Um, my intuitive or not sensibility is buzzing when I hear things that are being done that are lacking human connection. that I just say, wow, wow, here we are. So let's unravel this. Let's unravel that electric flow of negativity. So, intuitive or not, let's stand together in this energy of connection and in the energy of we are all living in a time of upheaval. Let's stand together. And I like to, think I know a little bit about history, not quite as much as many, but um, many, many, many stories I've heard and many, you know, historical facts when it got really bad. The people with this, electrical connection who believe in living and consciousness and caring for each other, suddenly it turned the tide. So, intuitive or not, let's turn the tide. Um, so, if you guys want to contact me, please go to my website, heal.site. People are finding me in all parts of the world. So, welcome, Canadians. Welcome, India. Welcome, Pakistan. Welcome, Bhutan. Welcome, France. Welcome, Switzerland. Welcome to Egyptian. Uh, Welcome, South African. I want you to partake of my channel in any way you'd like. So if anyone wants to ask me questions, please contact me on howweheal.site. Use the contact information, pose the question. I'll bring it to the show next week. All right, so intuitive or not, thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Come back to Navigating the Now with Kir Noel next Monday. I have a YouTube channel, How We Heal. Look for Kir Noel, How We Heal. You'll see Navigating the Now and join me. And have a wonderful day of peace.